Rowan and Lianna, the prince and princess of the Aetolus kingdom, fight with sword and magic in a royal style in order to save both their kingdom and their only family in Fire Emblem Warriors. As the dual protagonists of the game, their fighting styles mirror each other and are very straightforward and effective for newcomers and veterans alike. Let's get right into it and see what these two promising twins can do. Their standard attack string consists of 7 strikes. They will slash right, spin and slash down and right, follow up and slash down, do a quick low spin, do 2 quick slashes in an X formation, perform 2 more vertical slashes, and then finish with 1 more slash down and then a big slash to the right. Something which will become very apparent as I do more guides on Fire Emblem Warriors is that this iteration of the franchise does not really have any bad standard attack strings. Rowan and Lianna's standard attack string is fast and focused, with enough area attacks and range within it to work for every situation. It is exactly what it needs to be, and for that I am very glad, not only for the Aetolus royal twins, but for all future guides to come. Moving on, Rowan and Lianna's heavy attack has them stand in place while unleashing a flurry of strong attacks, which can be lengthened by continuing to press heavy attack. This has a bit of a time limit to its effectiveness. Towards the beginning of the game, when you don't have all of their moves unlocked, it is an excellent tool for crushing weak point gauges. However, once the badges for their 4th and 5th combos are bought, which are abilities that can do the same job but much better, this attack kind of loses its only relevance. Overall, it's not really great to have this in this spot. The twins' first heavy attack combo has them do a quick slashing spin to the air, which uppercuts unguarded enemies with them. While in midair, they are able to add in 3 more standard strikes, or finish the airtime with a heavy attack smash back down to the ground. Be aware that you do not have endless airtime in Fire Emblem Warriors, so you'll need to be fast in order to fit in the maximum damage possible here. This first combo can be useful for separating specific enemies from a crowd in order to pile on more damage for later, but it's just a so-so first combo overall. Next up, their second combo has them do a series of spinning slashes forward and finish with a slam. This is best used on small groups of enemies that you want to kill quickly, for example, gate captains, but it's not really their best area clearer. Their third combo has them throw out their shield like a boomerang, where upon catching it, they will launch out 8 yellow crystals in a circular pattern, which covers a pretty big area. This attack is definitely their best combo for racking up a large number of kills, but its actual hitbox is pretty close by to them. Be aware that it does include some damage behind you as well, so just be sure to position yourself in the best spot for it. Next up, their fourth combo has them perform an extremely fast series of thrusts before launching them and their foes into the air, whereupon you can then add in the same aerial attacks as their first combo. This attack is an incredible weak point gauge crusher, and is possibly the best one in the game at launch. When facing enemies that you have an advantage over, it is always the 4th standard attack that reveals their weak points, and this combo comes out so quickly that they will almost never get their guard back in time. The fact that this combo then puts them in the air for further juggling makes this even better. But a quick tip, when going for a long juggle with an enemy that you can't break right away, you really should not add in the aerial attacks that you can do with this combo. Instead, you're much better off just landing before your foe and then starting up another attack string while their weak point is still available. If you're quick, you can get off another 4th combo and almost certainly do your weak point attack on them. The twins' final combo has them power up their sword with magic before unleashing an incredible series of 4 large slashes. With the newly extended reach of their sword, this combo can be both a way to clear crowds or to punish single enemies, and is yet another powerful combo for breaking weak point gauges. However, be careful when going for long juggles with important enemies with this one, as it will naturally bounce them off the ground, which is sometimes enough for your enemies to regain their composure and stop showing the weak point gauge which had been revealed before. With their combos covered, as the Fire Emblem Warriors characters' special attacks no longer have vastly different hitboxes, I will no longer be giving advice on how to land them, and instead will now talk about any weaknesses or advantages that the characters have to specific weapon types. As sword users, Rowan and Lianna gain a massive advantage over any axe wielders, as well as a small advantage against tome and bow users. warriors. Being unmounted humans, they don't have any other weaknesses to be worried about besides spear users, which naturally counter their swords. When putting everything together on Rowan and Lianna, it's very obvious that Koei Tecmo wanted them to be very easy to pick up and learn, which is fitting for the default protagonists of the main game. Despite an underwhelming heavy attack and early combos, and a not very effective aerial game, the Aetolus Royal Twins have weak point gauge breaking potential that is nearly unmatched in the rest of the cast. This proficiency sits on top of a balanced but not exceptional everything else, which at the end of the day does make them a good pick for most situations, and they're also perfect for getting you ready for the more complicated movesets to come.
Oh yeah! Just like a knight!